Hello, students. This is Mr. Catlin. We're looking at your 10th day of NTI work, and this quiz was labeled probability, I believe, and this is a review of 6th grade content that you learned with probability. So here we go. Let's look at the first question. We have a die, which is a cube that you would roll like in a game of Monopoly or something like that. So you get this six-sided cube, and on the sides you got 4, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2. And we want to know which number will likely appear facing up when the die is rolled. Well, probability, and this will help you throughout the video. Probability is simply found. Probability equals favorable outcomes over possible outcomes. That's how we find probability. What are the chances that this is going to happen? So favorable means ones that you want to happen, ones that you want it to land on. Possible is what it could land on. So looking at this particular problem here, favorable is what we would like it to land on. So that would be the 3. It would land on 3, 1, 2, 3 times. So favorably, 3 out of 6. That is the same as a half or 50% chance. All of the other numbers, 2, 1, 4, only happen one time. So their probability is going to be a lot lower than this particular one. So the number 3 is the best chance of popping up. All right, let's look at the next question. If Mariana spins the spinner, she will most likely land on, and this one is a matter of area. So this one has like half of the circle, it's orange, and you got a quarter of the circle that's red, and it looks like these are cut into eighths. These are 1/8 the size. So you're looking for the one that has the largest area space is the most probable to get landed on. So half is bigger than quarters and eighths, and so orange would be your most likely to get landed on there. Pretty easy stuff. Let's look at the third question here. Genesis is going to choose a prize out of the box. Genesis is an interesting name. She will most likely pull out a blank. All right, let's see what we got in here. We've got 3 beach balls. 3 balls. We've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of candy. And then it looks like there is 1 block. So out of the 10 things that could get pulled out of the prize box, 6 of them are pieces of candy. And a cupcake has 0% chance of happening because I don't see any cupcakes that are in there. This is all pretty easy stuff. Let's go to the next page. It looks like we're going to have more questions on page number 2. So let's open up page number 2 of the probability questions. And we got another one about this box. Okay, so this particular box here that we're looking at, I think, is identical to the one we just, yes. Okay, so which item is impossible for Janice to choose out of the prize box? And I think I actually answered that on the last problem, not aware that this question was coming up. So that would be the cupcake. There is not a cupcake in that box, so can't pull it out. Evan has 6 red marbles, 2 green marbles in a bag. What is the likelihood, this is another word for probability, of him choosing a green marble? So let's draw the bag here. So here's our bag. All right, inside the bag we have 1. Well, let's do this the right way. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red marbles. So 6 that are red. And then we have 2 that are green. So uno and dos. So those are the marbles that are in our bag. And it wants to know, what is the likelihood of him choosing a green marble? Well, we haven't talked about this, but probability is on a scale. Probability is on a scale from 0 to the number 1. And it's kind of like a double number line, honestly, because you could think of this as also 0 and 100%. And within that range is all of your possibilities for probability. You can have a 0% chance, something that is impossible to happen. There's no way it's going to take place. And then you have something over here that's 100%. It's certain to happen, right? Like, it's impossible for me to pull a blue marble out of that bag. It's certain that I will pull a marble out of that bag because that's what's in it. So there's your kind of your range. And the question here is, if I pull out a green, well, 50% right here would be that it's equally likely. That would be like flipping a coin. Oh, cool. Go say hi to George. That's my daughter talking about our neighbor that works on the house. Go say hi. Equally likely means like flipping a coin. Just as likely to get the red as I am the green. Now, it looks to me like red has more of a chance. I would place red kind of in this zone over here. It's probably more likely than not to get a red, and then less likely than not, kind of down here, under 0.5% to get a green. That would be what I would think. And so it's not certain that we're going to get green. It's probably more under the. It's not impossible because there are green in there, so we know it's not those. It's either going to be likely to happen or unlikely to happen. And unlikely goes here on the left side of 50%, and likely goes where the red is. Like it's more likely that I'm going to get a red than a green. So that one would be unlikely. It's unlikely I get a green. More likely I get a red. Okay, Jaslyn has 4 quarters, 10 dimes, and 3 nickels in her wallet. What is the likelihood of her choosing a penny? She doesn't have any pennies, so that's impossible. Number 7. What color are you most likely to land on? Well, which color has the largest area here? Most likely, looks like pink. So that would be A. Easy stuff. Man, this was the easiest one. You guys should be thanking me for how easy this is. All right, number 8. Numero ocho. Let's look at number 8. So number 8 says, let me make it a little bigger. There we go. Nice. What is the likelihood of choosing a marble with a X or O on it? Okay, I gotta be missing something. Or maybe on the last part, there's not a picture that I'm looking at here. I'm missing something about this question. All right, let me go back. Maybe the bottom of that last problem had something that I missed. I don't think this question is answerable. Let me look back. What problem is this? Number 8. What is the likelihood of choosing a marble with a X or O on it? Well, it's impossible for us to answer that question. I don't know. We'd need a picture. So just guess and check on that one. I'm not sure which one that one's going to be. Let's look on to number 9. I'm going to put a big question mark and apologize for a bad question because there's no picture to go with it. Maybe there is one on what you're looking at. All right, Miss Riley is giving out candy. She has Tootsie Rolls, Dum Dums, and Jolly Ranchers. What is the likelihood that someone will get Smarties? She don't have those. That's impossible. Okay, I'm guessing 8's going to be really easy if you had a picture to go along with it. And then the last one, number 10, Jamie is picking a marble from a jar. There are 10 green and 10 yellow. What is the likelihood of Jamie picking a yellow? Well, this is on that scale that we were talking about of impossible to certainty. Since there are 10 of each, that means this is like a 50% chance of going either way, right? And we call that equally likely. That's one that we talked about earlier. So in the middle is called equally likely, and that's what you want to select on this one. And that finishes up our help video for probability. Hope it was helpful. We will get a lot more in depth with probability this year after spring break. But that is all we got for today. Y'all have a good weekend.